There is nothing more important in your life than being your true self. I'm Stephen K. Amos, comedian, actor, writer, broadcaster, and this is my pride, empowered by Bentley with Attitude magazine. My first pride was in the mid-90s in London. There was a party atmosphere, the vibrancy, the colour, the sounds, the sights, a rainbow, literally a rainbow of people celebrating one cause. Different ages, different sizes, different colours, different creeds, and then ending up with amazing speeches that empowered you. That was my first pride. Never forgot it. Can I tell you my abbreviated coming out story? Well, do you know what? Believe it or not, there isn't one, because I was one of these people that didn't really hide who I was to my friends and immediate family. And I was very lucky enough to have a very supportive family who, by the time I sort of sat down and went, oh, by the way, can I tell you this? They all just went, we know. In my professional life, I did a show up in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, the largest arts festival in the world. That show was inspired when I saw a news article about a friend of mine who was killed in a homophobic attack. So I wrote a show about it, and within that show, I said the line, and by the way, I'm attracted to men. And the audible gasps from the audience, including a voice shouting, oh no, not him. I took it for granted that everyone just knew, but that in fact turned out to be my professional coming out moment. Maybe I was naive because I didn't expect it. Can I share significant changes within the community? We've seen more visibility in terms of the community expanding to encompass other marginalized groups. And I think it's very important to have that visibility and the acknowledgement, even in the wider sense of companies, you know, embracing and showing their support, for example, for Pride Month, something that wouldn't have happened 10, 20 years ago. For me, on a personal level, the term pride means to me the king of the jungle, the lion, the roar. You're proud of who you are. You're proud of your community. You're prepared to put your heads above the parapet and also make a stand for other people who don't have a voice. That's what pride is all about. If you can look in the mirror and you can nod and give yourself a wink, that's pride. There are many times that I have felt really deeply connected with the community, for good and for bad. Legalization of gay marriage finally came in. That was a cause for celebration. I also remember my first ever time going to an all-black gay club in London. Wow, seeing a sea of people who looked like me, who I identified with. That was a moment, pivotal moments in the journey where I feel a strong connection, but also in that journey, a lot of negative moments too. The laws that were passed by the Conservative government surrounding Section 28, people were discouraged to promote homosexuality in schools. Imagine what that does to a child when you're struggling with your identity. I was being told by authority that I didn't matter. That's quite devastating. The reason why I'm sat here today now is because other people went before me and put themselves at risk, fighting for the rights of people like me. Bad things happen when good people do nothing. So it's on all of us as people to do your bit. If you see something wrong, challenge it in the workplace, within your family. Every little helps. There are so many people in this country and beyond who cannot celebrate Pride publicly. To those people, I would say there is nothing more important in your life than being your true self. Being yourself and at one with yourself means that you love yourself. The evolution of Pride in the next 50 years is simply a case of carrying on wherever we left off. Be out there, be proud, be colourful, be loud. Fight for your generation, in turn fighting for the next generation. Let's continue these building blocks every step of the way. Not easy, but if we all band together, we'll win.